Here's me working, doing some telemedicine consults, currently getting ready for a workout after a long 8-hour day. So let's just say that I'm very well caffeinated. Okay, Sagey man, let's get this and let's go. It's a beautiful day outside to work out, I guess. And go. Watch. Oh, that didn't go very far, did it? Hey, I gave it a try, didn't I, though? All this with you as best as I can. It's just a day of, we've been doing this for about a few months now, me and my wife. So I'll show you how the movements go. I'll tell you how it goes. I've done a lot of different programs. So this one's more bodybuilding, sort of CrossFit, very little Olympic weightlifting. So we've been enjoying this, not killing ourselves. So we will get through this and I will show you everything that I do, give you some tips and everything like that. First move is shoulder press. These are strict and it's 6 sets of 4, I believe. So that's a nice little number. So we go kind of moderately heavy here. So the best thing I like to do is whenever, most bars have knurls, hopefully your bar has a knurl on it. I use my thumbs to figure out where it is the best pressing. You don't want to be too close, you don't want to be too far away. The closer you are, the better off you are in a sense of having more shoulder stability. The farther out you are, the better you are because you don't have much range of motion. So it just depends. So kind of go in the in-between here. Some people have a really hard time with the rack position here. So I've been dealing with this for a while. The best thing to do is, if you can get your arms in your forearms in a straight line to have the best pressure motion. Now, whenever you go like this, you don't want to use your legs because we're not doing jerks. So, gonna do presses and try to get your head squeezed in. Also, don't knock yourself out with your chin because that's happened to me before. But I like to do a few of these, get the shoulders warmed up. Sometimes I'll move it back like this to stretch out my thoracic spine because it's my limiting factor. Feels pretty good. I love pressing motion. So, and then we'll add some more weight to the bar. Here is the top set at 155 pounds. Going to do this for 4 reps for 6 sets here, and then we'll move on to the supersets next. Unfortunately, had some copyrighted music here. We're going to do some wide grip pull-ups, as you can see I'm demonstrating here. We normally have a normal grip, but we're going to do wide today. So I'll give you some tips here. So when I usually pull, I try to pull with the last 2 fingers, my ring finger and my pinky finger, because it helps me feel the lats a lot more here. And I make sure I try to pull the bar apart pretty much. If you try to use your first 3 fingers, more than likely you're going to have more of an arm pull. And then you try to pull the bar to you instead of yourself to the bar, is what I'm trying to tell you here. Those are usually the ones that help me out the most whenever I want to feel my back, my lats more, is to use those last 2 fingers and pull the bar towards me. So I'll end up doing a demo of these. This is a superset with 10 reps. So these aren't chest to bar pull-ups, but you got to pretend like they are. Try to get your chin over the bar best you can. Keep everything tight as you can. If you need to cross your legs, you can here as well. So
but this is supersetted with the next one. So we will move on to the next move here as fast as we can with some good form, and the bands will make her dance.
Dips is next. We're gonna do 4 sets of 10 here, supersetting with the pull-ups. So I'm trying to get on this. This is gonna do body weight right now. We'll do a few maybe with some weight here. This is mainly a dip, mainly for chest development, shoulder. So tip here is if you lean forward, more chest. You lean back more tries more than anything. But we try to keep these clean. No kipping here either. So I like the wider grip here. And then lean forward just a little bit. Leaning forward, leaning backwards. Forward, hit the chest, leaning straight up, a little bit back, more triceps. Next movement is the front raise. We're gonna do 4 sets of 10 of this, supersetting this. So we're gonna do forward 10, and then we're gonna do lateral 10. The best thing I can tell you is don't pick a heavy weight here. It's not about swinging your body, humping the air. It's really about controlling it. And the best way to do that is if you can stand in front of a pole or anything, a wall here, it's great. It keeps you stabilized. If you don't have that option, you only got whatever, nothing there. Everyone's got a wall. But if you don't want to do it against the wall, I always put 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, stabilize it. That way you're not doing a rocking motion. So I'm gonna use 15s here. Forearm's been hurting, so. With the leg back. Nice and clean. The lateral one, take a little break because you don't want to burn out your shoulders too bad. Put a foot back, go to the side. Sometimes I like to do tempo, so I'll kind of go slow up, slow down. You don't want to throw them up like that and bring them back down. Throw them up and bring them down like you're flying or something. So don't do that.
Here we are throwing in some weighted dips here. Got a 20-pound kettlebell with basically a belt with a chain on it. You can actually put this in between your legs if you want to.
Next move is the kettlebell crush grip. It is not a very popular exercise. I don't know why. It's very weird. I like it a lot. It's a crush grip bicep curl. So we're gonna hold the kettlebell like this, like you're crushing it, and then we're gonna curl it kind of like that. It's a different way of curling. Most people are curling dumbbells like this. Anything kind of out here. It's very minimal do we ever actually have a weight that we kind of curl inside like this. It's not many programs have that in there, but I'll demonstrate it here. Get a kettlebell, whatever you pick, find one, kind of pinch it together and curl. We're doing 10 of these. But it works kind of my finger muscles, extensor in my hands, my forearms. It's kind of a different move. Next move is the overhead dumbbell extension. And we will get 2 dumbbells. You can do it with 1, but I kind of like to do it with 2. And one tip I have here is when you grab it, the side that you're gonna press like this, try to keep it closer to the head. It'll help you out. If you try to hold it in the middle, it's going to be a lot more grip intensive, so try to hold it closer to that head. And just press. You want to feel that in your triceps, obviously. I'm pretty sure this is one of the worst moves ever created for core and abs. It's called the V-up. The reason it's called a V-up is trying to make yourself into a V. Mine might be more like a U or a line. Maybe not a V perfectly. Arms out. Try to touch your toes. If you can't touch your toes, try to touch your knees. If you can't touch your knees, try to touch your thighs. Next movement is the handstand hold. So the best way to do this is a good progression for handstand walks, handstand push-ups, handstand anything. If you can't hold yourself up, do not do this because you'll fall on your head, break your neck, a bad time. Best thing to do is put an ab mat right here. But I usually am okay with handstand hold, so it shouldn't be too hard for me. We're gonna do this for 30 seconds. And we will hold it best we can. The farther out you are, you don't have as much range of motion, obviously. It's more stress on the shoulder joint. The more inside here you can get more in the line, the better off you are. The more you stack it in a vertical line, the better off you are, but that is more pressure. Some people like to just put their butts on the wall, which helps you out, but doesn't give you a real good handstand hold. But we will demonstrate. Hands about shoulder width apart, and hold for 30 seconds. And if you can't hold it for 30 seconds, my advice to you is to come down. Hold it for 10 seconds, take a little break, come back, hold it again some more. But usually, if you can do a handstand push-up and everything else, you can hold a handstand. And the scale of this is don't bend your arms, because it makes it worse. Try to keep them as straight as you can, and if you can't hold it, come off.
Here I am with copyrighted music again, so I'm going to dub this over. This is the Metcon introduction, 5 rounds for time. Roughly is what I tell people. 75 single unders, 200 meter run with a 15 inverted row. We've picked this program because we aren't really doing things for time anymore. We used to put a timer up, and now we've kind of just done things more for quality, more for fun. It doesn't wear you out as much, which I thoroughly enjoy. So I will try to hit this as fast as I can and do the best I can. And here is Sage trying to get at me. Here is 75 double unders. It's supposed to be single unders, but I wanted to kill myself today. This was a bad idea after about round 3. It's good for conditioning. It usually burns up my calves a lot more and increases my heart rate. They kind of make everything worse on myself. Any type of running on the air runner is horrendous and makes me want to die. Inverted rows are a great progression for pull-ups. The more straight your legs are, the harder it is. You can also bend your legs to make it easier. You can put something below your feet, like a box, to help you out.
Okay. So, 5 rounds, double unders. Terrible idea. Didn't do it as probably hard as I could have, but here's to surviving, right? That's how develop good habits, consistency. In saying that, I'll finish this out after I wipe all my sweat off, rest a little bit, take my dog on a walk, wear a 40-pound vest, get my 10,000 steps. It's really important, actually, more than anything. But I will continue doing more of these, reviewing this program for you if you want me to. Have little tips. If you haven't done it, like and subscribe to the channel. See you on the next one.